Hello, and welcome back for another adventure in the cookie jar. Today we are starting Candy Cane Murder. It is book 9.5 in the Goodreads series. The first two recipes are alcoholic drinks, and we're skipping those. So we are starting with the third recipe in the book, which is called Lemon Whippersnappers. And that one I did. So for these, we are preheating the oven to 350. We're going to need one package, approximately 18 ounces lemon cake mix. The size you can bake in a 9x13 cake pan. Andrea used Betty Crocker. This day and age, they do not come in 18 ounces. This is the Betty Crocker, and they are now 13.25 ounces. I don't know what difference that's going to have on this recipe, but I guess we'll figure it out. Just wanted to point that out real quick. 2 cups of Cool Whip. Measure this. Andrea said her tub of Cool Whip contained a little over 3 cups. Mine did too. 1 large beaten egg. It's okay to just whip it up in a glass with a fork. 1 large beaten egg. It's okay just to whip it up in a glass with a fork. 1/2 cup powdered confectioner sugar in a separate small bowl. You don't have to sift it unless it's got big lumps. So you're going to combine the cake mix, the Cool Whip, and the egg. And then you're going to drop it by teaspoons into the powdered sugar and roll to coat the cookie. Place the coated cookie drops on a greased Andrea's pan, but any nonstick cooking spray is fine. Cookie sheet 12 to a standard sheet. We're going to bake them off at 10 minutes, let them cool for 2, wire rack for the rest. It says yield approximately 4 dozen light and lovely cookies. Hannah Zoom. Andrea showed me the recipe. Carly wrote this in an old church recipe, and that you can use any flavor cake mix in these cookies. She especially likes lemon whippersnappers in the summer because they're simple to make and very refreshing. Why they would put a summer recipe in a candy cane book, I don't know. It's a little weird. But as you said, you can use any flavor. And this time of year, we're almost to December. They probably have mocha, hot chocolate, a bunch of different seasonal cake mixes you could probably use. Or get a vanilla and add extracts yourself. But let's get these together and see what they taste like. This is everything we're going to need to make these cookies today. All right, so we're going to take the cake mix. Cool Whip, and the egg, and we're gonna mix them together. I don't foresee this making dough balls. I get that you're supposed to drop them by teaspoons into the powdered sugar to coat them. But I don't think it's supposed to be this sticky. I think that absence of like 6 ounces really is making a difference in the texture. I don't know if I should try refrigerating it or if I should try more flour. But I don't think these whippersnapper cookies with these smaller cake mix boxes are going to work the way they used to without some kind of alteration to the recipes. Tray greased over the mat. And then try to shake off the extra powdered sugar. And that's about what we get. This is what we got. I'm just going to drop out the rest and we'll see how many we get. We are done rolling and coating. We got 31 cookies, just over 2.5 dozen. They will bake for 10 minutes and we'll see what we end up with. And here is what they look like. This is how many we got. So these are the lemon whippersnappers. They are done. They're very lemony. They're really good too. I could definitely see that going over well on a hot summer day. They're light, they're refreshing. They did take 12 minutes to cook. Now, I don't know if that's because the ratio to cake to whip is off or just because it's super cold being the last week in November. But they did take longer to cook. Would I make these again? Absolutely. These are awesome. Just keep those things in mind that the cake boxes are a smaller size now. Next week, we are doing something called a Regency seed cake, which why it is called that, I don't know, because they are cookies. They are not cakes. They're not like mini cakes. They are straight cookies. So weird name, calling them cakes. But if you are interested in seeing those, join us next week. I hope you all have a good one. Bye.